Hello, my little friend. Hi. I have delightful news. Yeah, so the mage I called over a couple of days ago, has gotten back to me, or well, he had gotten back to me, and he said that he made a batch of the, medicine antidote potion thing that you need. He kept calling it different names, and honestly, I'm not even sure if he knew what it was. But he knew it worked, so I trust him. At least a little bit. But he said that this should help you return back to your normal size, and all I have to do is pour it, just a little bit of it, he said, a couple of drops at first, and that should return you back to your normal size. It should, neutralize the toxins or the, whatever it is in your body that's causing you to be this small, and you should turn back to your regular height, and then he said that, whatever's left I should just keep on hand in case anything goes wrong again. But, well, I don't know how much will be left. He said that it might take a couple of doses, so I'm not sure if that means the entire bottle, or if that means, like, 3 drops of it. I don't know, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. And, yes, so, very exciting. You'll finally be returning back to your normal size, and you won't have to sit around on my kitchen table all day and do a lot of nothing. Not that I mind, of course. I don't mind you being on my table at all. In fact, it's quite nice having company, especially your company, just because you're so thoughtful and kind and funny and, well, you know, you're you. And, but I realize that you're probably bored to death, because, there's just not much I could think of to give you to do aside from reading, and, I mean, I suppose I did give you a little pool thing, but that's only, well, it's a bowl of water. I'm not sure how much fun that is to explore. But, yes. I have it right here. The, tonic thing. So, if you're ready, I suppose I'll just, pour some for you, and, you can go back to being normal sized, and we can put this all behind us. Not that we have to, obviously, if you didn't want to. I just mean that, you know, I won't bring this up in, like, day-to-day conversation, and remind you constantly about the time where you were very small and stayed on my table for several weeks. Oh. You're not ready? What do you mean? As in you're not ready to return to normal size yet? Oh. Well, that's okay. Are you sure? I mean, I would hate for you to be pressured into staying this way for my sake. I mean, not that I want you to stay small forever, of course. Well, I suppose I haven't made it much of a secret that I have enjoyed taking care of you, and I want to make sure that you are doing this for your sake, and not for mine, because that would make me feel absolutely awful. Oh. Well, I'm glad to hear that you've enjoyed it. That's very sweet, actually. Alright, well... I suppose my plans for the day have changed a bit, which is okay. I'm just not quite sure what to do. I was thinking that we could have a little party or something once you turn back to normal size, because of course you were back to normal size. But, if you'd like to stay small for just a bit longer, then, well, yes, I suppose we can still throw a party for you. I'm just not quite sure what we do. I thought we might be able to make a cake together and play some party games and all that. Not that I know of many party games. Oh, we could play Truth or Dare. That still works when you're small, I think. Though, well, to be fair, I'm not very good at it. I never have been. All of my dares are very lackluster, I feel. Some of my more adventuresome ones that I can recall have been spin around 10 times and read a whole page out of a book, or say, I don't know, say something very silly, like, bing bong, or something like that. Yeah, I suppose I've never been very adventuresome, which is alright. I'm certainly not upset by that. But, no, well, if you'd like to just cuddle a bit, we can certainly do that for a while. And maybe later I can, well, maybe I can take you on a little road trip or something to a restaurant, and we can get some food together. I mean, it might be a bit awkward given that you're so very small, but I still think it could work. We could maybe get some takeout, and I could give you a bit of mine. Or maybe I could order something of yours that you usually like, and you can have part of it, and I'll get to try something new. Something that's your interests, and I'll get to see what it's like enjoying stuff that you enjoy. I'm sorry, that's so silly sounding. Oh, you really think so? Well, thank you. I don't know, I suppose I'm always a bit worried that my ideas are silly, but I suppose I have no reason to think that around you, because you're always very supportive of me. And I appreciate that to know, and I do hope you know. Well, how about for now I just, may I pick you up? Okay. Is that okay? And I'll just, I'll put my other hand on top of you like this, just kind of cup my hands around you so that I don't accidentally drop you or anything. Is that alright? Okay. And I'll just take you over to the couch. And we can sit down together. And relax for a bit. You know what I was just thinking about? I was just thinking about how it's a bit silly that, well, I just think it's a bit silly that, the situation, I suppose, it's just a bit fun that this all worked out the way it did. I mean, it's perhaps a bit, awkward, but, well, I mean, I've always been a bit worried about taking care of others. I've always, thought that perhaps I wouldn't be the best at it, because I'm always so fidgety and nervous, and should generally just, quite a lot to keep up with myself. I feel like if I were to try to babysit someone, they would be my babysitter by the end of things. But with you, it's quite nice. And I suppose if this were to ever happen again, though hopefully it doesn't, at least not anytime soon, then I certainly wouldn't mind keeping you company and taking care of you again. Though again, I suppose it is best if this does not happen anytime soon, because that would just be very unfortunate timing. But I appreciate that you've spent so much time with me, even if you didn't have much of a choice. But well, I suppose you could have chosen to largely ignore me or just leave notes and such, letting me know what you need, and I would just respect your wishes and largely stay out of your way. But instead, we've gotten quite a bit of quality time together. And I realize this might not have been exactly what either of us was hoping for spending time, but I think it worked out all right. Yeah, it's been a nice change of pace. And, well, I mean, I hope that this was already obvious before all this. I mean, I like to think it was, given how much we've spent time together and how much we've done stuff with each other, but if you ever need anything, hey, I'm always right here. Well, not right here, but, you know, I'm always nearby. I'm always a phone call away, or a text, or an email if you're feeling up to that. I suppose I'm always a standard postage mail away as well, but I don't tend to get those, so I don't tend to think about them as particularly useful ways of exchanging information. But if that's all you can manage, that's okay too. In fact, I think that snail mail, as people call it, is quite charming. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's a bit embarrassing. I didn't even realize I was purring. Oh, you like it? Well, thank you. I can keep doing it, if you want. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And thank you for the extra day of getting to take care of you. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I realize you're the one who asked, but, well, you didn't have to. And I like to think that it's a bit telling of how well I've done taking care of you. I mean, it could also just be telling that you enjoy being small, which is fine as well. But I like to think that it's, you know, if you didn't want to be around me at this size, you would have been more outspoken about it. Are you comfortable? Alright. I just wanted to make sure. I was a bit worried that perhaps you weren't, but you are. I have to admit I'm falling asleep a bit. I'm sorry. You too? Well, if you don't mind, maybe we could just take a little nap for a while. And then we can enjoy the celebration and so on later. Alright. Sounds like a plan to me. Sleep well, my little friend. Good night.